start with the date, I expect, because we haven't been on the camera for a few days. 5th of August. I don't know when we last recorded. Oh, we've had some mad days. We've had, we've just had some crazy days, so I haven't been recording everything along the way. But anyway, we started over at Jim's. I don't know if I recorded that or not, but if we haven't, we'll see it tomorrow. We had a storm come through yesterday, so went and picked a few bales up, did some odd jobs. We actually changed the tyres on this, just sucked them in, but now they're sucked too far in, so it doesn't look crazy out of place. It just needs a tiny bit of adjustment. But yeah, we were doing a bit of roading with it, and we noticed, yeah, Christ almighty, you're living on the edge all the time with the curves. Anyway, we're out the topper today. You know, by 4 o'clock today, the combining's going to go, but we actually, we're not going to bother. We're just going to wait until tomorrow. We've got a lovely spell coming up. We're just going to get it done right, get everyone in, start the day right, get everyone prepared. The machines are all ready to go. Oh man, we've had a couple of late nights here and there with rain chasing us down, so yes, it's been a bit of a mad few weeks actually here. It always is during combining, it always is, and I don't really get to record everything I want to. I haven't got much of the combining as of yet, but yeah, hopefully before Farmer's done we'll get a ride on with him if we can. Anyway, I thought we're out here topping. Keith, he's been out yeah, a few days, 3 or 4 days now. He's getting across the ground pretty good. He's out there with the Simba discs and the press behind. He's doing a lovely job. We're over at Mick's farm at the minute. We do a little rotation here where we plant winter wheat and he has grass, and he rotates it as he sees fit, and we just do the ones he wants us to do each year. And it's just a lovely little thing that works for everybody. He has the straw, so he's got some straw to bale up, so it's win-win for everyone. It's a nice little deal. Anyway, Massey Ferguson come out to this tractor. They did a load of updates on it, and I'm going to see if I can get it working. But it all starts with a boundary. They gave me some videos to watch. Yeah, they were brief to say the least. And yeah, the one thing I would say with this is, unless you're, for me, I'm lucky, you know, I've used that other system, I'm used to a few different icons now, but for somebody who just coming straight to this, there's no information of what buttons do what and how to set things up or anything like that. You're just simply looking at the screen guessing. So, but for me, I've done a bit now, I know what I'm doing. We need to add a new field, so we go to add. We need to add a boundary, so we go to boundary. Oh, we need to add a field first, you see. So we go to our fields. See, even I don't know what I'm doing half the time. We're going to add a new field. We give our field a name. I don't know what this field is called, but another day I'll be able to change it. So once you've got a new field in there, we then need to add a boundary. Anyway, we've put the topper on. We've never had the topper on this tractor before, so you've got to go through all that. So we set up a profile for the topper, so every time in our profiles here, if I click on the tether profile, it will change all my buttons the way around I had the tether. Let's say we go on to another job, onto the disc aerators or something like that, and then we come back to the topper, I press the topper, everything is literally how I left it before. The GPS goes back, all the buttons go back. It's just absolutely perfect. Oh, it's just lovely to use. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this going. I'll show you a little bit quickly. It starts with a boundary first, and then we'll go into the settings of the U-turn, because it's yeah, we got some settings here. I do know what half of them do now. Anyway, 3 dots. So here, this is where we choose how many lanes we miss, and we're just going to try and get it to turn back on ourselves. Yeah, you can see I'm pretty fresh to this, so yes. There's a separate mode there where you can choose all. You got to put your boundary in first and put a field in there. Nothing works without that. So you put your boundary and your field in, then you've got to do a worked area, your inside worked area, the area you're going to do all your picking up, turning around and then coming back in. So you got to put all that in as well. You can get around, I don't know, 5-6 times in the topper. I just times that by the topper width, about 27 meters. We'll see if it turns around in that area. We'll have a look anyway. I'm gonna have a play because it'll be painfully hard to watch for you guys trying to follow on. I'm pretty sure I can get it all to do its thing. Anyway, one's called auto turn. We've got a headland guideline as well. Try and get that to show you that as well before we get the up and down thing going. And then the other one is where it does implement control and speed of your tractor in the turn as well. So it'll pick the implement up, it'll pick you, let's say you're drilling, it'll pick your drill up, it'll slow you down, it'll pull the marker up, turn the tractor around, put the drill down, put the marker down, then speed up. That's how it's meant to work. It takes a bit more setting up. It's not as hard as you think once you know it, but it does take a little bit more thinking about and a little bit more setting up. So farmer hates it because it takes time off the day. So, but I love it all. So anyway, we'll try and get to show you everything working if I can. I need to drive around the edge of the field now. I'll mark it with the topper, and then once we get back to this point, we then make an inside boundary. We'll see if we can get the tractor to just drive around the field on its guidance line. That was the main feature I wanted for the drill, just those days where you can't see the marker but the tractor will follow where it's supposed to be, hopefully. Keithy's out there disking, he's hoping to come here, so we're going to mulch this down. There's a bit of grass out there, a bit of tufts. We're just going to mulch it all level so it discs up the same. Then we're going over to Jim's. Jim's got some lime to go on and some, what did he call it? Some sort of nutrient to go into the ground, which acts a little bit like fertilizer for this year. So we'll hopefully get a look at that later on. I'll show you the heap. They're going to be applying that across the field as well. That'll do well. That's always good for the soil health. So we've drawn our boundary. Basically we've just driven around the field. The boundary line will be different to the drill boundary line, because in the drill you're going to get right into the corners, but we've done it with the topper this time anyway. Tractor should be driving us around the boundary line. We'll see how it does here, because we've had a bit of a tree to go around, so as long as we don't miss any. It's all about putting all your implement information into the look at that, into, we'll see on the next one, because the beauty is with this, the severe vertical one, you can move the line but you can only move it by so many centimeters, but with this one I just press the middle button at the top there and it puts the line around the field wherever I want it. So I can do the boundary line, and thereon I can move the line so we don't miss and whatnot. Oh right, so that's what I need to do. You have different lines, so you yes, it's actually better for me on the drill, because the moment I pick up in the corner the line changes. So we've got a boundary line for this section. You can do it in as many sections as you want. If you do, you can tell it you want one section and it'll do the whole field round and round and round. If you do it in 4 sections, the tractor will steer you. You'll have basically 4 sides, 4 guidelines. So you've got one up this lane, you've got one at the top, you've got one down the bottom, perfect for the drill where I pick up in the corners, back myself out, and then I'm down the side again. So you can choose however many segments you want, and that's how many different lines you want around the field. So it sounds complicated, but it's not. But you've just got to remember, in the corners you've just got to adjust yourself onto the next line. So on the drill line, on a topper line, you know, it should follow you round in one segment. We could have done one segment. I wanted just to see how it works. This is the first time I've got it working, so there you go, Massey man, I've got it working. I've got the this is called the Headland Assistant. Headland Assistance. So this was the one I really wanted, because come drilling, this is going to help me unbelievable. I should, in essence, I should be able to drill every field with guidance if it's good enough. So I want to see, you know, with a job like this, I'm going to see how good it is, how accurate it is, and yes, so we'll just go from there. Anyway, Topper's doing a beautiful job, but because this is one segment, look, it's going to take us around this bend. And then when we get into this corner, if we were on the drill, we would be heading straight forward, then we would pick the drill up, come back, and then we'd be going down this line. So yes, we'll just take over now. So if you watch the screen, when we turn to the right, it picks up a new guidance line. Look, oh man, that is so good. Press the button, that'll take us on there. Had we been on the drill, we would have reversed ourselves back, it would have picked the line up, you hit the button, and away you go. Yeah, this is working exactly how I hoped it would work. And yes, like for a topping job where you're just going round and round, we can go back into the Headland guidelines and just ask for one segment, and it will take you round and round in circles all the way. So but we'll see on the next time round how good our GPS is all set, because it's the first time setting up. I can't remember how wide this thing is. I don't remember it. I can't remember at all actually. So coming up to another corner, just take over, put her somewhere like, the line switches over, press the guidance button, that puts back on track. That's the Headland feature. This is going to be so helpful, so helpful for me in them days where you're going around the field and when your seedbed is perfect, it is no bother. I love it. You know, you can follow that marker, no issues. But when it comes to those days where the seedbed's a bit lumpy or dry or notchy, and it just disappears. It's there for a minute, then the marker just disappears and your screen is just telling you you're wrong usually. And yeah, anyway, we could work the whole field like this, round and round and round, until we're done. Anyway, we've got some poles in this field, so really we ought to mark those in. You just have to mark them in as a you know, an area where not to go, blah blah blah. But anyway, we're going to try and get tractor to steer itself up and down. So we need to put a new A and B in a minute. Anyway, I'm just going to go around once more, and then we'll see if we can get U-turn working as well. And the Headland U-turn, that takes some setting up, so probably ain't got time for that one today. So we're going to take over here because this is our next corner. We just steer ourselves around. Anyway, this one here should be right. This should be set up for our topper now, so as long as we're not missing any, I will be happy. We're set up on Terrasar, which is yeah, it's a paid for PPP signal, so it's pretty good. So when it does its wiggle around the trees, stuff like that, see whether it misses. You see the tractor steering us around. We haven't missed any, look. And it's following its last pass, so I know it's good. I'm so happy. Oh man, I've got to send Massey Man a picture of me using it. He'll go mad. I've been itching to get it out here and use it on something. Let's see what it does here. This is quite it's hard to film everything for you. It feels so natural though. The steering is really smooth. Oh, perfect. If you've got your implements and your distances from tractor and everything set right, that is half the battle. It will miss stuff if you haven't got stuff measured and whatnot. I've actually I'm telling you this, and I've just guessed everything today. I've literally just put what I guessed. How far back? I thought, yeah, it's about 2 meters back, 2.5 meters to the wheels, and yeah, I've guessed it all basically. But yeah, there we go. That's the Headland feature. Cannot wait to get drilling now. We'll see if I've set this up right. It's going to, I believe it's going to turn us around. We'll see in a minute. If we end up through the hedge, we know why. But you have to, yeah, tractor needs to know where the sort of edge of the worked, you know, your turning parameter, where the tractor needs to turn around. You know, the required space to get the tractor and the implement round and back into the worked area of the field. You know, your headland basically. So we've just put in a 27-meter headland. So it should turn us around in you know, there's plenty of space to turn around, but we'll see in a minute. But if you were working on your drill, you had a 6-meter drill, you wanted to give yourself plenty of area. I'm just going to slow down here because I don't exactly know what's going to happen. Alright, we're going up. Oh yeah, we've got ample room to turn around. Okay. Comes back on itself. Right, we didn't need to put quite an area in there, did we? On the camera there, it looks like the screen's flickering, and it's all to do with the shutter speed. I'll when we go through it all, I'll adjust my camera. At the moment, the shutter speed's always adjusting because it's quite light outside, so it's up and down all the time. But it should be turning itself around in a minute. Got nice, lovely. Okay, that's more like it. You'll always leave those teardrops with a topper, just the nature of the topper. But what we can do is to alleviate that a little bit is we can miss a row now, have it go down the field, and then have it come back. But if you were working pass to pass, that's how it would leave it. But apparently this technology is only just available for these machines. So I thought they'd had it for a long time, but apparently not. That was this was Gary's first one that he installed on this machine. So there we go, you see it here. You know, I'm sure there's people out there using it and probably know a lot more than I do. And if you do, and I'm missing some bits and pieces, don't be afraid to jump in and correct me. So, because I'm no expert on any of this stuff, I just literally, you know, adjust a few, you know, keep pressing buttons until I get it to do what I want it to do. Where's it off now? Okay, I'm with you. Okay, see. Okay. Right, okay. That's where it wants us to steer to come back down. Right, yeah. Because of the shape of the field, you know, it's accounted for the corners. But I know I haven't got my settings quite right there. I'd like it to take me right up to the boundary line and steer me, but you know, turn me around that way. Use the space basically. So I've got a few more settings to change here and there, but apart from that, it's working really nice. And basically, my inner boundary is set too far out, so I just shorten that down. I've got it set to 27 meters, so I'll just short that down to 24 meters, and it'll take the tractor closer to the boundary then to turn around. So that's how you. That's where I'm going to start anyway to adjust that. But we'll get on the square bit in a minute, and it'll work. It'll just work lovely. Once I've fine-tuned it to get me right to the edge of the field to turn around, you never have to do that again. Every time I click topper, I can click U-turn, and away we go. Literally simple as that. Clean up the edges afterwards, and yeah, it's going to turn us around again now. I'll keep it pointing forward so you can see the screen if it will let us. It might be a bit flickery. There we go, simple as that. Right, so we're going to go back into our settings, back into our U-turn settings, 25, oh god, we're going to go 26, okay. We recalculate everything with the recalculator. We have a look, everything's green. Okay, auto turn, okay. You can have it miss 2 rows, you can have it miss 3 rows, you can have it do what they call lands. So it does a funny shape where, like with the Keithy on the discs, it would go round in a funny pattern. You're always going up the right hand side of your land, they call it. So you end up doing these little sections of field, one after another, but you just keep going round in a big loop, round and round until it's done, and then it moves on to the next section. So those discs work exactly like that. They that's how they work anyway. Let's slow down. You want to always slow down just in case something happens. You know, at the end of the day, you're relying on a machine to do it. Oh yeah, we're getting closer there. Lovely. That's a better job. That's how I would do it if I was doing it. That's how I would do it if I was doing it. So we've got our settings pretty close there. Anyway, I don't mean to bore you to tears with this stuff, but there will be an independent video of this stuff, and when I'm more familiar with it and I've gone through it, you know, once you've used it 4 or 5 times, I'll show you, I'll give you some pointers in how to get yours going. We're over at Jim's. We're just topping down some set aside. You'll notice which way the dust's going this time. Dust is heading that way, so the wind's heading that way. So if we have the unfortunate thing where a fire starts again, at least the fire's got to work against the wind to spread. So we've learnt our lesson with the fire the other day, and we're taking things into consideration, and Keith is close by with the disc. If the worst happens, he'll come across, disc them up, and that should stop the fire, then cause a, make a fire break. But the field's pretty green as well. Farmer's already sprayed this once, so anyway, you can see what we're up against. This is a stony field, so I haven't got it set really tight to the ground. I've got it set just above the stones, and every now and again you hear one, and you're out the back looking just in case. Anyway, you'll see at the bottom of the field here, there are some mounds of lime. So the boys will be here with the spreaders that spread the lime. They will chuck that into a special spreader and spread it just like a fertilizer spinner would with fertilizer. They've also got some phos. Oh, what did he call it? Phos? Some sort of phos. It's another powdered form mineral thing that they're going to stick on as well. So they'll go across with the lime there, and then they'll go across with this new phosphorus. I don't know. I can't remember the name. But it's all to help the health of the soil. So next year, this is all going back into winter wheat. This is a lovely field. This one, 60 acre they call it. It's 60 acres when you include all the trees and the rest of it. It's not quite. The worked area is about 53 acres, I think. The tractor's steering us around the field. The camera's going to die in a minute, but yeah, this is usually Davo's job, but we're just trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. Combining won't start again until tomorrow, I'll get you some footage of that. We've got 2/3 of gyms left. It should take a day and a bit to do that. We've got some barley across the road. There's another couple of days there. There's some spring wheat close by. That won't take long to mop up. There's some spring wheat at Graham and Martin's, and then some of the neighbours have asked if we can help them out with theirs as well. So yeah, there's not a massive great big deal, you know. I think, you know, in a week's time we're going to be well through it. They're talking of better weather this week, dry weather, so we should be able to just knock it out and get it done. And Keithy will be here with the discs and the Colty and the press. It's been doing a lovely job wherever you've seen them go, so that's a good thing. Anyway, Davo will probably take over this job in the evenings if we're not running straw back from the farm. So we're still well ahead of the game here. You watch this thing's going to turn itself around. Just take the edge off the speed. If you carry in too much speed, it pushes tractor out wide, so you got to let it do its thing on the headland, you know. When you've got a green headland to go at, you've got no worries of bumping into anything. And there we go, back online, up the gear. At the bottom, the lime at the moment is interfering with me U-turn, but it doesn't matter, that won't be there next time. We'll be out with a new drill on here. I cannot wait, it's going to be lovely. I've got this thing, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing with this thing now. Yeah, we've got it working pretty nice. Farmer is doing some odd jobs around the farm at home. He's got his sprayer to wash off and a load of odd jobs, and then tomorrow we'll be back on with the combine in. Anyway, I'm going to get as much of this done as I can tonight, so Keithy's got something to come on to. The boys spreading, this will just it'll actually do a nicer job. We're hoping we can wait, hopefully they're going to be here soon, so that Keithy can incorporate it all into the soil with a disc, and it'll do a lovely job. But we'll see how we go on that one. But yeah, back to the madness tomorrow, and we'll have a good day on here today. Oh man, this thing is straight line heaven. It's unbelievable. I could not be happier with this machine and the stuff that it does. If you've got one of these, and yeah, definitely get in contact with your Massey dealership to the Headland assist, you want that, and the auto turn, you want that, because it's just beautiful, it's just lovely, you know. That's all there is to it. It's just, oh, it works so good. Anyway, spoiled here, I know we are. I know I should be steering it myself, but oh my god, if you've got the tool, why not use it, you know? So anyway, when it comes to drilling, we'll see this all in action. Tomorrow this tractor will be back on grain cart, so yes, won't see it again for a little while. But farmer let me, well, he didn't know I was having a play with it. He said we needed to do some topping. I thought, yes, I'm going to have a play with this. So that's what I've done, and I've loved every second of it, I'm not going to lie. Easy life for me today. I'm just on fire watch, and I can probably turn this seat around like that, get a nice view out the back. Hopefully we don't have any mishaps like last time.